Hey everybody, welcome back. I know it's been a while. I'm trying to get back in the groove of things. Hey, there's a cat in the window. So I guess everybody's been shooting their videos on their EDCs while I was on my busy schedule. So I thought I'd shoot me a quick everyday carry video. This is pretty much what I carry every single day, right? Like going to work. Generally, I have a mechanic's jacket that I wear. This is my smoking jacket. I don't smoke, but it looks like one of those old school smoking jackets, and I love this thing. It's really warm. So when it's cold, I'll generally be wearing this, or when I go to work, I'll have my mechanic's jacket with my little name on it, so everybody knows how I am. The sun is right in my eyes. So my everyday carry is basically, this is my lunch bag. In my lunch bag, just real quick, I carry some dental floss to keep the teeth white and pearly. I'm just going to run through some of this stuff. These are some of those little earbud, they look like earplugs, you know. Sometimes you got to listen to your favorite podcast while you're working. And I have some work keys in there. Usually this compartment is pretty much just for food. I carry some of this this Spark Energy supplement stuff. I've had it in there for quite a while. I haven't used it, but I guess my line of thinking is if I need to get home, you know, I'll have a little boost. These are the individual packets. I always have a couple of extra protein bars, or whatever you want to call them, breakfast bars. I usually don't eat them all. I usually have one a day. Some days I miss. I just leave them in there. And then my everyday lunch utensil. I bought this thing at Walmart. Let me get closer. I'm just not myself anymore, am I? I'm not as exciting as I used to be. I'm getting back. So I bought this little guy, this little Ozark Trail Boy Scout type knife and or fork and spoon kit with a little knife. I think it was like $1.50 to $3. And a corkscrew opener. I've had this thing for, I think I've had this thing for about 3 years. And if I haven't had this one for 3 years, I've had one similar to it. I have a couple of them. But this one I've had in this bag since I got this bag, and this bag is pretty wore out. So that's where I keep my lunch, in here. So this goes in the plant with me every day. That's what I'm getting at. There are things you can't take in the plant where I work, or you're not supposed to. So I try not to. I have an arm brace in this pouch because I have a recent bicep tendon repair in my left arm. This is my little beanie for when it's cold, and generally I'll swap this hat for this hat or whatever. Like I said, this bag is pretty much had it. It's on its last leg, but it's a lot easier to carry this backpack than it is a lunch box, because I have to walk close to a quarter mile from where I park to getting in my plant, or getting into my area that I work in. So in the front here, I have, this is a OPSEC, bro. This is a pill bottle. All it has in it is little dental floss things. I know it's silly, but I try to keep my teeth cleaned out. Try to take care of myself, which I will discuss in another video if I already haven't. I keep a backup belt. I'm going to do a video on a backup belt if I already haven't. In this other last little pocket, I keep a little some duct tape rolled up on a card. We've all seen that and how and why. And then I have a little an Altoids tin, and it's just got some chapstick in it for when you have the need to moisturize. I have a backup little Spark individual thing, 8 ounces of water. I have some juice for a couple hours, and I have an emergency packet. There's nothing fancy about that. It doesn't even need the tin, but I can keep it all compact and stuck in that little pocket. And that is my lunch bag. I don't know if I can see it, or if you can see it. Then this side pouch contains my life, everything that I need. I have a little flashlight. Yeah, is it on there? There you go. I have a little flashlight that I carry there. I have a lighter. I can't explain why I have a spark plug gapper. It just ended up in there, but it does have a little flathead on it if I needed to. A little spark plug gapper somebody gave me, and it just hasn't made its way out of the bag. I have some more work keys on the carabiner. And these two things go along together. These are silly, but I have a mustache comb. Ah, yes. And for those of you that have a mustache or a full beard, you know that sometimes these longer hairs can get in your mouth, and sometimes they're just uncontrollable. You gotta have your mustache wax. I used to do it smells so good, and that's probably the main reason I keep it in there. It is the pine wax. It smells like pine. It really does smell good if you're a manly man like me. But I keep mustache wax and my little brush. It's just nice to run a comb through every once in a while. Pastor Joe would be frowning upon me right now, but I'm sorry, Pastor Joe. I like to comb my hair sometimes. Anyway, I keep that in there. It rides with me all the time. And that is pretty much what I carry to work every day. And I know what you're all thinking, well, that's not going to get you very far. Well, it might not. You know, I keep a lot of equipment, like most people, in my car. The other thing I have, EDC. Let me back up. My other EDC items. Let me feel around here. My smoking jacket has a pocket on the inside. I have my car keys. I try to keep my car keys to a minimum. I'm one of those people that hates to carry things in their pockets. I don't like it poking. I have big legs. There's no other way to say that. But most of the time my pants are snug, and I don't like things rubbing on my thighs, the front of my thighs here. So when I put stuff in my pockets, I don't like it to rub. I have another lighter. This is the lighter that resides in my smoking jacket, if you will. It's always there. It probably has been washed once or twice already, but I keep it on the inside pocket. My smoking jacket has zippable pockets on the outside, which I like. Alright, so this is more around the house EDC. You know, if I'm working out in the yard or whatever, I have my lighter with me. I have my keys in my pocket. One thing I did when I first moved here, I made sure and make all my locks the same key. That way I don't have to carry a huge wad of keys. I have every door to every shed, my shed and every door on my house is the same key, which is not the only key, but you get the point. And then this is my mailbox key. That's something I came along after. I don't think people would come up to the house and take things, but we were getting deliveries in the mailbox, and I needed a bigger mailbox, and I found this one with a lockable bottom. I didn't like the way the door wouldn't let certain things in, packages in. I expected it to be bigger, but I modified it. That may be another story for another time. Back to the EDC. I got my keys. I have my lighter. I carry a knife on my belt line, and it's that SEMA one that we did the video on. I have sharpened it a few times, but it's not about the SEMA one so much as it's about what I'm carrying. So I have my knife. I do carry a pistol. that you can't see most of the time. And I have my wallet. And that's pretty much my EDC around here. This little key right here goes to my woodshed. It's not a woodshed, it's a, what would you call it? It's where I keep my wood splitter locked up, and you know, a little kayak that we bought and some stuff like that. But that's the only way I can keep up with that little key without it having to be on my key ring all the time. I just keep it attached to my wallet. This is one of those Trevex wallets my wife bought for me. I told her that I thought they were neat looking, and they're really expensive, and I think it's, well, for a wallet it's expensive, but I like it. It's you know, made of metal on the inside and leather, but I keep a little green in there, not much. And then I have my licenses and everything in the other stuff. It's not a bad wallet. It's not too shabby. I kind of like it. So that's pretty much my everyday carry for around the house and for going to work. It's not fancy like everybody else's, but it's what I truly carry. And you know, there are other things, you know, around here when we're working. I go get gloves. You know, I have gloves all over the house, and I just don't carry them with me all the time. So yeah, that's my everyday carry for going to work and my everyday carry around here. Anything else I'm doing around here that requires other things, I load up. Alright, I don't know how good this video is going to turn out. I've been out of the groove and I need to get back in the groove. I'm trying to be a new me for the new year. Not really. I just want to get back to shooting videos and basically being able to say hello and all that stuff. Alright, y'all have a good one.